It's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Packers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Bo Melton His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Allen's got it complete. And some room to work. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after 1. They run again with Foreman.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
You see them communicating after that play. They both know that they missed a shot for a touchdown on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Jackson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. That's complete right around the 8. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Second down and goal. Rodgers. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now Foreman.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
The 20. 5, touchdown, Carolina. Now Zerline on and the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Rodgers.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Keenan Allen, 27 yards.
And the Panthers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Oh, able to avoid him. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
70 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to find time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Foreman. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
touchdown. Bo Melton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He finds Bateman over the middle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Jackson on 1st down. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.